Welcome back, students. Good morning to all. Myself, Sir Sunil, your physics teacher. How are you all? Fine. Are you enjoying holidays? Okay, students. We are discussing our unit 2, physical quantities and measurement. From this chapter today, we are going to discuss one important point: how to use a graph paper to find out the area of a regular or irregular objects. All of you take out your book and watch the video carefully. Okay, students, yesterday we have discussed many equations to find out the area. Okay, today we are going to discuss use of graph paper to find out the area of a regular or irregular surface. The area of a regular or irregular surface we can find out by using a graph paper also. Yesterday I told you by using some important formula we can find out the area. Okay, that's okay. But now today we are going to discuss about how we can use a graph paper to find out the area of a regular or irregular surface. A graph paper, we know that a graph paper has small squares. Okay, you have seen the graph paper maybe. Okay, a graph paper has small squares, each side of which is 1 millimeter. That is, the area of one small square is 1 millimeter into 1 millimeter is equal to 1 millimeter square in graph paper. Each side of the squares of a graph paper that is 1 millimeter. That's why one small square is equal to area of the one small square is equal to 1 millimeter into 1 millimeter is equal to 1 millimeter square. But it is very difficult to count these small squares here. That's why, so here we count the squares of each side is 1 centimeter here. The area of which is 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter is equal to 1 centimeter square. This type of graph paper we are going to consider here. This therefore gives an approximate area of the given surface. Okay, students, here we are going to discuss about the procedure, how to find out the area by using a graph paper. Okay. First of all, place the given surface on a graph paper. Place the given surface on a graph paper. Draw its outline on the paper and remove it. First, draw the outline of the object or surface of the object and remove it. Now count the number of complete squares. Count the number of complete squares. Then to this add the number of incomplete square which are half or more than half. Now we have to add the number of incomplete squares which are half or more than half. For that, what to do? Ignore the squares which are less than half. In more than half or half, squares are less than half. In this case, what to do? First of all, we have already counted the complete squares. Now we are going to count the more than half or less than half squares. For that, what to do? Ignore the squares which are less than half within the outline. Okay, within the outline. Then this number when multiplied by the area of one square gives the approximate area of the given surface. Thus, here therefore approximate area is equal to number of complete squares plus number of half or more than half of incomplete squares, clear, into area of one square. Okay, students, Like this we can find out the area of the surface by using a graph paper. Examples, here few examples are given in figure 2.19. okay, figure 2.19, you just observe this 19 is an example measurement of area of a triangular lamina. We are going to find out the area of a triangular lamina. Okay, we have already kept the triangular surface there, then we have already marked the outline. Okay, already marked the outline. Here in figure 2.19, the complete squares marked as tick. Okay, the complete square marked as tick are 7. How many are there? 7. We can count it. Okay, now go through it. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many complete squares are here? 7. Now, and the half or more than half squares marked as dot. How many dots are there? You see, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, students, 3 dots are there, then 3 half or more than half squares are there. So now we are going to mark to find out the area. 7 complete squares are there, 3 more than half squares are there, then multiply by 1 centimeter square. Then we will get the answer 10 centimeter square. That is the area of triangular lamina. Okay, students, understood? Now we are going to move our second example. Okay, in second example we have to observe figure 2.20. You see, irregular surface. In this graph paper in 2.20 means 2.20 we can see an irregular surface. We already kept and we have done the outline. Outline you can see. Okay, this is outline. Okay, this is outline. Okay, now you have to count, clear, the complete squares, then more than half squares or half squares we can count. See how many are there? Tick. Tick shows the complete squares. Okay, students, tick shows the complete squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How many complete squares are there here? Marked as tick. That is 13. That is 13. The complete squares that is 13. Now we are going to count the dots, means half or more than half. Okay, students, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, student, 7 more than half or more than half squares are there. So the number of half or more than half squares are 7. Okay, 13 we got complete squares, 7 we got half or more than half. Okay, now to find out area, what to do? We have to add these 2 and multiply by 1 centimeter square. Then we get the answer 20 centimeter square. 13 plus 7, 20 into 1, that is 20 centimeter square. Okay, students, understood? Now we are going to discuss our third example. For that we have to observe figure 2.21. Okay, this is the diagram. Okay, now you see the outline. Okay, this is the outline. Okay, outline, this the shape of the irregular surface, that is this one. The same way we have to count the ticks, means the complete squares we have to count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. How many ticks are there? 22 ticks are there, means 22 complete squares are there. Okay. Now we are going to count the dots. 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many dots are there? 9. Now we are going to count the total area of the surface, that is equal to 22 complete squares plus 9 half or more than squares is equal, 22 plus 9 multiplied by 1 centimeter square, that is equal to 31 centimeter squares. Understood now? Now 3 examples we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss another important topic, that is units of area. Units of area. The SI unit of area is square meter or meter square. The SI unit of area is square meter or meter square. You please underline it is square meter or meter square. Okay students, 1 square meter is the area of a square of each side of 1 meter. Okay students, 1 square meter is the area of a square of each side of 1 meter. Here it is shown. Okay, we are considering 1 square which is having 1 meter side. Okay, 1 square meter is the area of a square of each side of 1 meter. Okay, SI unit of area is square meter, and definition also I told you. Now I am going to discuss another important point, that is multiple and sub multiples of unit of area. Okay students, square meter is a convenient unit. Square meter is a convenient unit to express the area of a room or the area of a plot of land for a building. Okay, square meter. But to express the area of a big agricultural field or a city, what to do? We use the bigger units. We use a bigger units of area, that is called decameter. Okay, decameter square or hectare and square kilometer. Decameter square, hectare and square kilometer. Now we are going to discuss what is this decameter square or air. Decameter square or air. 1 square decameter or air is the area of a square of each side is 1 decameter, that is 10 meter, that is 10 meter. Thus 1 decameter square is equal to what it is? 10 meter into 10 meter, that is 100 meter square. So we can say that 1 decameter square is equal to, or 1 air is equal to 100 meter square. 1 decameter square is equal to 100 meter square. Okay students. Now next one, that is hectare. What is hectare? 1 hectare is the area of a square of each side 100 meter. So as we know that above we have discussed, 1 hectare is equal to 100 meter into 100 meter. Okay, 1 hectare is equal to 100 meter into 100 meter, that is equal to 10,000 meter square. That is equal to 10 to the power of 4, means 4 zeros are there, that we can write it as 10 to the power of 4. Okay, 4 multiples. Clear? Now square kilometer. What is square kilometer? Another one unit, bigger unit, that is square kilometer. 1 square kilometer is the area of a square of each side 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer. One side is 1 kilometer, that is 1 kilometer square is equal to 1 kilometer into 1 kilometer. That is 1 kilometer, we know that 1000 meter. Here 1 kilometer into 1 kilometer, that's why 1000 meter into 1000 meter, that is equal to 10 raised to 6. How many zeros are there? Is 3 plus 3, that is 10 to the power of 6 meter square. Okay students, these are the multiples of the units of area, okay, bigger units. Now we are going to discuss about another point, but to express the area of small units, but to express, these are the bigger units, okay, but how to express the smaller units, such as a book, we need an area of a book, matchbox, pinhead, pencil, etc. In these cases we are going to use the small units. Then we can use here decimeter square, square centimeter or square millimeter we can use. In these cases we can use decimeter square, square centimeter square, clear, or millimeter square. Okay students, now squares decimeter or decimeter square. 1 square decimeter is the area of a square of each side is having 1 decimeter. 1 decimeter is equal to 10 decimeter, as we have explained early. Clear? Here also we are going to write 1 decimeter square is equal to 10 centimeter into 10 centimeter, that is equal to 100 centimeter square. Now square centimeter same as it is, only difference, instead of decimeter we have to add a square centimeter or centimeter. 1 square centimeter is the area of a square of each side 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter, instead of decimeter we have added 1 centimeter. Then 1 centimeter square is equal to, okay, 1 upon 100 meter into 1 upon 100 meter, that is equal to 1 upon 10,000 meter square. Then 10,000 we know that is 10 raised to 4, but here it is 1 upon 10,000, that's why we are going to write here 10 up to the power of minus 4. So we can write finally here 1 centimeter square, that is equal to 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square. Similarly, we can write 1 millimeter square is equal to 1 millimeter into 1 millimeter, that is 1 upon 1000 meter into 1 upon 1000 meter, that is equal to 10 raised to 6 meter square. Okay, here 6 0, that is the 10 raised to 6, 10 to the power of 6, that's why. Okay, now we are going to discuss another point. The different units of area are related as follows. What are the relationship between different units of area? We are going to discuss here. 1 acre is equal to how much? 100 meter square. 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square, that is equal to 100 acre. Now 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square, that is equal to 100 acre. Okay, we have discussed. Now 1 kilometer square is equal to 10 lakh meter square, that is equal to 100 hectare. Now 1 decimeter square is equal to 100 centimeter square, that is equal to 10 raised to minus 2 meter square. Now 1 centimeter square is equal to 1 upon 10,000 meter square, or 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square. Okay, that, and 1 millimeter square is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 meter square. These are the relations. These are the relationship between the units of area. Okay, now do you know 1 square yard is equal to 1 yard into 1 yard. That is equal to 0.9144 meter into 0.9144 meter. That is equal to 0.836 meter square. By round off we will get the answer 0.84 meter square nearly. And also 1 square feet is equal to 0.09290 meter square. 1 acre is equal to 4046.856 meter square. Okay, these are the points you should know, extra points it is, okay, for the extra knowledge. Okay, now we are going to complete the chapter. Okay, this is the last point, because second chapter also, second unit also we have completed, and again the question answers exercise questions are there. Already the objective type answers are there, you have to go through it, you can start to study. Okay, and tomorrow will come with your exercise questions and answers. Till then, goodbye and have a nice day. Okay students, thank you.